Welcome to week 4. In weeks 1 to 3, we did something many trainings skip. We questioned assumptions. We examined how digital environments reshape learner cognition, why traditional schooling often misfits the modern learner, how learning outcomes drive alignment, and what neuroscience tells us about attention, emotion, and memory. Now, week 4 is a turning point. This is where we move from analysis to design. Core message: PBL is an architecture, not a method. This week introduces project-based learning, but not as a trend and not as doing projects. Project-based learning is a design architecture. It reorganizes teaching around authentic problems, sustained inquiry, creation of meaningful products, critique and revision, and reflection. PBL is not an add-on at the end of a unit. It is the structure that makes learning active, relevant, and transferable. PBL is deeply aligned with how the brain learns, because the brain learns best when attention is activated through purpose and challenge, emotion and relevance create meaning, learning is social and collaborative, and memory consolidates through creation and reflection. PBL naturally builds these conditions. It turns learners from passive recipients into active meaning makers. Industry and society, why PBL matches. Real demands. PBL is also aligned with the world learners are entering. Industry and society increasingly demand complex problem solving, teamwork and communication, digital production and multimodal expression, innovation and adaptability, and ethical judgment in AI-mediated contexts. Traditional assessment snapshots rarely show these skills. But a well-designed project makes them visible, because learners must apply knowledge in context, not just reproduce it. A key message for this week is: good PBL does not happen by accident. It requires intentional design. High-quality PBL includes a strong driving question, structured inquiry with milestones, scaffolds for research and thinking, iterative feedback loops, reflection, and a public product for a real audience. If any of these are missing, projects become activities, busy work with weak learning. This week, you will practice designing a driving question that is open-ended, cognitively challenging, connected to a real context, and strong enough to require evidence, argument, or design. A good driving question forces learners into analysis, evaluation, and creation, exactly where deeper learning happens. Digital and AI tools support the inquiry, not replace it. You will also begin integrating digital and AI tools, not as decoration and not as shortcuts, but as tools that enhance research and information literacy, collaboration, modeling and planning, multimodal communication, feedback cycles, and accessibility. We will deepen AI integration later in weeks 7 to 12, but week 4 establishes the pedagogical logic. AI and digital tools serve inquiry, never replace it. Your task this week is to design a mini PBL unit for a course you teach. You will produce your driving question, aligned learning outcomes, Bloom, EQF, DigComp, an authentic context and audience, an inquiry path with milestones, digital and AI tool integration, UDL-informed supports, a final public product, and an assessment plan that prepares you for week 5. This becomes entry foray in your e-portfolio. As you work this week, notice something important. PBL shifts your identity from teacher who delivers content to learning architect who designs conditions for deep learning. That is the real goal. Welcome to week 4.